Yeah, so she's from Liverpool, and she always gets mad at me that my jokes are so dirty, and that I'm a bit angry on stage. This is what my mother used to sing to me as I was falling asleep as a child. This is what the immigrants bring with them to new countries. They bring their songs, they bring their stories. This was it. Rocking baby Jillian to sleep. Okay, she sang it to me till I was 12. Whatevs. And sometimes when I go home at Christmas, I make her sing it to me. Okay, it's called the Liverpool Lullaby. It's from where she's from. Oh, you are a mucky kid, dirty as a dustbin lid, and when he hears the things that you did, you'll get a belt from your dad. You look so scruffy lying there, strawberry jam tats in your hair. In all the world you haven't a care, and I have got so many. Guilt. Oh, you got your father's nose, so crimson in the dark it glows. But if you're not asleep when the boozers close, you'll get a belt from your dad. It's just about your father being an alcoholic and coming home and beating you. And then I didn't realize that these are just songs from the immigrants from my life, and so I started to babysit at a very young age. And to help the children that I babysat and nannied to sleep, I sang them what I was saying. Until one day, a lady whose children I was babysitting said, "Why are my children singing about their father beating them?" My mom's an immigrant? I don't know. Does that work? That's a good excuse for me. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, I'm going to name drop my favorite stoner moment of all time. John was talking about how I run this room. It's in its 8th year. You walk in, you smoke up inside, and then we tell jokes. And it's on Thursday nights. And in the summer, it's on a back patio. And the Toronto International Film Festival brings out a lot of celebrities. And it's Woody Harrelson's favorite place and Bill Murray's favorite place to hang out. So we're always there during the film fest just so we can see them and smoke joints and then be like, I smoked a joint with Woody Harrelson, I'm so cool. But my favorite was, I'm standing on stage and I turn over and this guy walks in and I go, "Hey, you look like a Wahlberg." And then he gave me the finger and walked out, and it was Mark Wahlberg. I had actually a very, that was not my best moment. One of my best moments though with a celebrity, and I know, like, fuck you guys if you're like, oh, celebrities, that's so stupid. All of us have somebody, I'm sorry, I don't care who you are, there is somebody that just makes you go nuts. And for me, I am a Star Wars nerd. I grew up with the original 3, I don't talk about the others. Go fuck yourself. Do not boo me with Star Wars or I will take you down. Did you not hear me? My name of my bong is Chubonga. Chubonga is not here with me, so I'm not calm. So do not mock my Star Wars love. Do not mock it. It is the only thing I have. I'm a big girl from Canada. I just love Star Wars. Just leave it alone. So I'm in an airport coming to New York. And there is a smaller airline that flies out of a tiny airport. It goes into Newark. And the airport in Toronto is on an island, and it is the size of this room times 8. And it's where every single flight, every single person's there. And I'm flying to New York 2 weeks ago, and I see this woman just power walking around the perimeter of all these people. And she has got tainted, like those glasses, that the transition lenses where you're sort of like, you're a porn star. And she could see under them though thick, sparkly green eyeshadow. She looks like the Wizard of Oz's Emerald City is on her eyes. And then she's walking around with like some camera bag, and I mean it's literally shaped like a camera with bright neon colors around her. And then she's got a fake electric cigarette that she is smoking like this, that she's hand painted pink. And then I look down as she comes closer, and on her Birkenstocks, they're lined with Swarovski crystals. And then she walks by, and she's like, well, I don't know. Why don't you tell the agent? I don't know. I didn't talk to him. No, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I think, yeah, no, that'd be good. We'll have a meeting when I get back to LA, but right now I'm going to New Jersey. And there is no way that you cannot recognize that voice as the one and only Princess Leia, Carrie Fisher herself. She is standing right there. I have not been this excited since I yelled at Joe McIntyre at a concert and he nicknamed me Foul Mouth Girl. Where the 14-year-old girl in me was like, oh my God, Joe McIntyre, talk to me. But the 25-year-old in me was like, ah, sass This was the defining moment of my fucking life. And I look around and I'm like, why isn't anybody else attacking her? Why doesn't anybody else know? Not a single person in this packed airport realizes who is in front of them. I start to lose my shit and I start to walk slowly behind her and I am waiting for the moment that she gets off that motherfucking phone. And in my head, all I'm thinking is, don't mention Star Wars, don't mention Star Wars, don't mention Star Wars. And she gets off the phone and I'm like, excuse me, Miss Fisher? And she turns around and I'm like, my name is Jillian and I am a big fan. I am a stand-up comic. I open for Bruce Valanche, so you know that I am not crazy. And she was like, good. Step back away from me, security. No, she was very, very nice. And she goes, oh, Bruce Valanche, I've worked with him many times. I go, I know, that's why I said it. And then I was like, I'm going to New York. You should come and try some new material out at Penny's open mic. Because at the time, that was the only open mic's name I could remember. I will be there on Tuesday. And she just kind of looked at me, yeah, that's great. And I said, I'm a big fan of your writing. I loved your one-woman show. By the way, see it. It's phenomenal. And I said, you know, you were just in town for your show. I hope it went well. And she was so nice to me. And then I said, please, I know, can I have a photo? She goes, sure. And from an instant, in just an instant, she went from a crazy crackhead to pulling off those glasses and posing like the megastar that she is. And we get that photo, and I didn't know how to put it on Facebook, so I had to call my boyfriend and give him the password, and then he put it on Facebook, but it got on Facebook, and that's the most important thing. And then as I sit down, a gay couple turns to me and goes, is that Debbie Reynolds' daughter? No, that is Carrie Fisher! Do not mention Chewbacca. It was amazing. It was the greatest moment of me coming to New York and my greatest celebrity. I met someone that I respect, and she was nice. Respect. It's Carrie Fisher. She's a drug addict. Recovering. Someone was like, she looks like she's had surgery. I'm like, no, up close, it's just alcohol face.